welcome to Social Anxiety Butterfly. I'm Eve, and as you can tell, I have a special guest. This is my sister, Ella.
Hello, everyone. I am her older sister, just so you know, and she is my best friend, too. So a lot of the stuff that she talks about is a lot of the same stuff that I have been dealing with and have, so I am very familiar with the whole series of mental illnesses and different things like that. So, but we do have a couple of differences. I lost a daughter. I had 4 kids and I lost my oldest daughter. So I also have some PTSD, things like that, just from the experience of losing her and grieving and then raising the other 3. So, but I do know.
Okay. So. All right. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Actually, I wanted to start out by talking about this. It's the Andrew, and I'm probably going to butcher his last name, but it's like Kukes or whatever. It's Kukes. And I will put a link to this website in the description. But anyways, I will just say that it's Andrew Kukes. Foundation for Social Anxiety. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I will check this out. Well, in the first paragraph, it says, social anxiety is far more than shyness. It is an addiction to avoidance and a disease of resistance. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I completely disagree. I do not think it's an addiction to anything. I really don't. Social anxiety is not an addiction to avoiding things. You avoid things because you can't handle being in that situation all the time. So I totally disagree with this. Totally disagree.
Yeah, that is what jumped out at me the first time that I read that. I'm just like, wait, I literally reread it. Because that would be kind of like saying, well, panic disorder is an addiction to wanting to feel like you're dying. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... You know what I mean? It's not...
And I don't understand how they're saying, on one hand, it shouldn't control you, it's an addiction, it's, all these things. But then in the first sentence, they're giving it more power than it deserves. They're saying that it's cruel.
Yeah. Like
it has some sort of intent to be...
ruin your life.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that is not it at all. That is not it at all. And they're saying it shouldn't have that much power over you, but then they're giving it these characteristics of its own. It's cruel. Yeah. Like, when you're cruel to somebody, you do it on purpose.
Yeah.
That's,
I know. Yeah, it's not, sentient or whatever you want to call it. It's a
right.
mental illness.
Exactly. It's not something that, and you shouldn't attribute, these kinds of ways to describe it. It's cruel. Yeah. It's complex. Yes, it's complex.
Yes, I will
It's not simple. I totally agree with that. But to say that it's cruel just gives it far more of a malicious intent type of thing, and that's not it at all.
See, another issue that I had with this is that because I'm sorry, but we are looking at this website as we are, so we can discuss this. But second to the last line of the first bit there, it says that support is needed to treat, manage, and conquer this debilitating and sometimes fatal disorder.
Fatal? So it's cruel, and now it's fatal. Sounds like a serial killer, and it's not. It's not.
It's a mental illness,
right? And then down further, if you guys are gonna look this up, and she said she'll link the article, but if you guys look at the bottom, it's talking about detecting social anxiety when you're young. I think that's a great idea. I think a lot of focus should be spent on picking it up as early as possible, because then it helps you figure out a way to manage a bunch of situations that you're going to come across when you're young and as you're growing up. And I think that, having social anxiety when you're young, if it's not caught or treated and you don't know what it is, it just causes more anxiety. It just causes, like, why can't I control this? Why am I in these situations and I don't know what to do? What's wrong with me?
Exactly.
And I think that is a good thing to do, is to, find it when it's young, when you're young.
See, and because that's where I don't know. Like I didn't know that when I was younger that I had anything, and I've mentioned this before in previous videos. So it's not like I could say like, "Hey, mom and dad, look, I've been, like not wanting to go to school because I feel like, sick when I'm there or whatever." Like I did not know to say anything to them, and that I'm paying for that now, I think, because it wasn't quote unquote caught early. And like I said, I've had it for as far back as I can remember. So that is why I say in some of my videos, I can't imagine my life or anything like that without having social anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, well, just think about it. When you're young, your whole world is constantly changing. Like every day, there's something new that you either discover about, by watching others and seeing how they're developing compared to you. It's something which is much more common for girls than boys. I think when you're an adolescent, getting ready to be a teenage girl, I think that we are more aware of our body, like how we think, you know what I'm saying? Like we're usually, women are less impulsive, those types of things, and we tend to internalize things more. And so, how come they're not, freaking out in gym class because they have to do a basket in front of everybody? Just simple things, small things. And it's not always caught, I mean, no parent is perfect, but the kids don't know how to say it either. So I just think, you really have to be observant about your kids and really get to know them and understand them.
Yeah, and I mean, having yourself as a kid recognize that something about you is not right, which I never saw that in myself.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Up.
Like, how come, out of this class of 25, why do I feel like I'm the only one that this is so hard for? Yeah. This one thing, whatever it is, standing in a lunch line, reciting the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Yeah. It could be, greeting everybody as they come to class that day, or what, a hall monitor? I mean, that's not really a job kids should have, policing other kids. Yeah, I know. That just begs for all kinds of awkwardness. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you said, you recognize those things in yourself, and you didn't have any idea what that meant.
And I think that mom and dad, they were clearly like my safe people, if you will. So I didn't have as much anxiety when I was around them. So it's totally understandable to me, looking back, how they did not pick up on that, really. I can totally see that. Because they may have thought, well, she's shy. I'm sure that didn't go unnoticed.
Yeah, you were always much more shy than I was.
And, I had like one or two close friends that I just like clung to, so to speak, growing up, instead of having like, many, many, many friends, and just, they lived in our neighborhood, whatever.
Right, yeah. We spent a lot of time out in the neighborhood with certain kids, not all.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Lived there. I saw your reference to the Chad and Todd thing. Oh, yeah. I was like... I forgot about that.
They were the worst.
Yeah, well, no, Jason and what was his name? DJ? Was it DJ? You know who
JR? No, not JR. JR. Yeah.
That's who it was. They were.
Yeah, because JR is the one that stuck gum in my hair.
Yeah. So there were some problem kids in the neighborhood. Not gonna lie, it's just like anywhere else. So, I mean, you get a mix of good and bad.
Yeah. But I in no way never will ever blame mom and dad for not recognizing my social anxiety disorder, because like I said, when you're around family, usually your, I don't know, it's just I felt safe around mom and dad, so
Well, it's it's a familiar environment.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you have, you've been there since birth, and you figure they know you better than anybody else, and they love you exactly the way you were. So there was no, you didn't have to pretend or hide anything or be different.
Never even crossed my mind that I
Right.
needed to hide anything or whatever, Yeah, so it's just, sorry, that was my cat jumping off the couch or whatever. Okay, I think that is going to be where I wrap up this video. I would like to thank Ella for being in it with me.
Thank you, Eve, for having me.
And if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask Ella, please put them in the comment section below, and I will make sure that she gets them. And likewise, if you have any questions for me, you can also put those down in the description or in the comment section. Description? What I was gonna say was I will put the link to the Andrew Kukes, whatever.
How appropriate.
Yeah. Website in the description. And anyways, that's gonna do it. So thank you for watching, and
Have a good day.
I will see you in the next video.